What just happened? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Devil's Den. And tonight we are looking at the weirdest, wackiest, and I'll say it, arguably one of the worst games the Devils have played this year. Now, I said this about the Washington game. I think that's true. I said this about the Philly game. That was true. I said this about the Detroit game. First game of the season. Sorry, second game of the season. I was right. But this game is bad in a way that I kind of saw coming. So, instead of going our traditional route by breaking down the game with every goal the New Jersey Devils scored, we're going to do a little bit of an opposite tonight. We're going to look at what went wrong on every single Islanders goal. And for those of you who maybe didn't watch the game and are just tuning into us now, Islanders win 6-4 against the New Jersey Devils. At the beginning of the third period, it was 5-2. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. So, the first goal for the Islanders, and I'm not even going to bother with the names of who scored, because that is not important. What is important is to highlight how these pucks went in, because it is going to speak volumes to the pattern of behavior that I have been witnessing for the last, I'd say, 5 to 7 games. So, let's break it down one by one. The first goal for the Islanders is scored in the first period. It's a weird wraparound. Vanacek maybe goes down too early, but otherwise, it's just kind of a weird wraparound goal. Islander guy gets it on his stick. He goes to the left a little bit wide of Vanacek. Vanacek goes down into the butterfly, holds that post. Islander guy doesn't shoot it and just keeps going around the net and kind of puts it in the empty one. Vanacek tries to get his toe on it. It's 1-0. It's 1-1 Islanders. Nico Hischier did get the first goal for the Devils. Anyways, that one, it's a little bit of a miscommunication by Vanacek. He thinks he's going to shoot. He doesn't. He wraps it around. Not a big deal. We can kind of shrug that one off. Second goal by the Islanders tonight. There are 3 Devils in the slot. The Islanders are passing the puck around, cycling it. They've got a nice little bracket, formation going on around the Devils' net. They're passing it around. You've got 3 Devils in the slot, and not one of the 3 Devils standing in the slot pick up their guy. Islanders guy standing less than 10 feet in front of Vanacek. Puck gets passed to him. Our guys are caught flat-footed in the slot, and the Islanders score. It's now 2-1 Islanders. Okay? So this is an issue where our defense and our forwards, for that matter, are caught flat-footed and not moving with the play. They're kind of sitting there, puck watching. Not moving, just standing there. And by the time the pass is made by one of the Islanders players at the point, it's too late to react, and they score. Okay, this is going to come up again. Let's look at the third goal. The third goal from the Islanders is a cross-crease goal, not on the power play, because believe me, we'll talk about the power play the power play for the Islanders, the penalty kill for the Devils. We will get there. So, third goal for the Islanders. Islanders come racing down the left side of the ice. They enter into New Jersey's defensive zone with speed. We're kind of keeping up, but again, the Devils do not pick up their man Islanders cross crease it and shoot and score. Vanacek almost gets a piece of it, but to no avail, and the Islanders score on a cross crease goal. Now, cross creases are difficult for any goalie to stop. I understand that. And to be clear, I am not shitting on Vanacek in this game. This man was left out to dry, in my opinion. Okay? So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, he's blaming the goal. I'm not blaming Vanacek. Vanacek and Schmid, both, especially Schmid, had very good games. But defense did not support him. Marino did not support tonight. Siegenthaler did not support tonight. Hamilton did not support tonight. The goalies were left out to dry. It almost reminded me of last year, where our forwards work their asses off and we get zero defense. Let's move on to the fourth goal that the Islanders score. So, same thing as the second goal. Okay, shot from the point. There's a lot of cycling by the Islanders. There's a shot. Vanacek makes a good save. Rebound comes out, and no one is there to clear it. It's 5-on-5, and no one clears the rebound less than 7 feet from Vanacek. No one clears the puck, and no one picks up the man in the slot for the Islanders. No one picks him up. Islander guy scoops the rebound, shoots, scores, and again, the Devils are caught puck watching. They're standing there and they panic. They see the rebound pop out. They watch it kind of, looking around, and they don't see the guy, the Islanders player. I don't know what you want. Vanacek gets left to hang out to dry, and he gets screwed again. That's the fourth goal. The fifth goal is a power play goal that the Islanders score here. It is the second goal tonight that is a cross crease. So, again, for those who might not know what a cross crease goal is, although after tonight, you should be very familiar. It's when you've got one opposition player here, you've got your goalie, and then you've got another player over here. Goalie's fixated on this guy, right? Comes across, draws the attention over here, then slides it all the way to here, leaving this guy with an empty net practically to shoot on, and scores. Same thing. It's on the power play. Hischier fails to clear the puck. Now, Hischier's a forward. That's not his responsibility. His responsibility is offensive pressure, playmaking, and scoring. However, the reason I'm going to give Hischier flack on this is Hischier has turned into a two-way player, has turned into a full 200-foot player where he is playing on the defensive and the offensive side of the puck. Hischier doesn't clear it, and again, cross crease, scores, and the Islanders, again, and we aren't even at, in my opinion, the worst goal of the night, which was the sixth goal for the Islanders in the third period. You want to talk about the Devils of old? Let's talk turnovers. So, there's a battle in the corner behind Schmid, because at this point Vanacek's been pulled. The puck squirts out. Mercer picks it up. He skates about 6 to 8 feet and loses the puck on the left-hand side away from our own goalie. I don't know if he was trying to pass it and it just got screwed up, or he just straight up loses it. Hughes kind of reaches for it, bounces off his stick. Islander guy picks it up and shoots it at Schmid less than 7 feet in front of our goalie. Stop turning it over in our own end. Please. So, that's every goal. Mercer should be torn apart for that goal, okay? The defense did not show up tonight. And I don't care about shitting on the Devils when it's appropriate. If the Devils don't play well, as a fan of said team, I feel like I have the right to criticize when shit goes sideways. You want to lose a game where you play hard the whole game? Fine, I'm not going to give you shit. You only show up for half the game? Whatever. I mean, not good, I'm going to give you some flack, but at least the other half of the game you put in the effort. This game, the Devils did not show up until the last 6.5 to 7 minutes of the third. And we haven't even gotten to the Miles Wood hit yet. So, I think, and I'm gonna put the performer to the side, and I'm just gonna talk to you honestly. I think it is perfectly fine for fans of teams to give their teams flack. Yes, even if they've only lost 5 games of the season. Yes, even if their team is the best team in the NHL. Yes, even if their team has had the hottest start in almost 20 to 30 years. Yes, it is always okay for fans to take issue with their team if they're not playing well. So, let's talk about the Miles Wood hit. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on social media talking about how that should have been a immediate ejection, that should be a suspension, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if that should be a suspension. From different angles, it kind of looks like the shoulder goes into the head, but it looks like, and this is just my opinion, it looks like the Islander player rocks Wood, but most of the contact is in the chest, even the upper part of the chest. I don't see, as the league puts it in their own rules, I don't see the principal point of contact being the head. I don't see the Islander guy leave his feet. I don't see a charge. I see a heavy hit, which drops our toughest guy. And I don't know if you guys saw him on the bench afterward. He looked out of it. So, I will say this. It is totally possible that Wood's head did get made contact with. But if I'm looking at this as a referee, I'm seeing a player who got hit primarily in the chest, most likely winded, and was a really bad hit. But I don't think it's a suspension. I really don't think so. However, I will say this. McLeod getting thrown was the biggest bunch of bullshit I've seen in a while. In hockey, there is a code of ethics. And one of the codes, and one part of the code, is if your guy gets rocked by a guy on the opposition team, you go to war for your teammate. You get in his face, you cause some issues, and you stand up for your guy. When people screw with the goalie, no one has any issue with you going after that guy, right? I'm not saying punch him, I'm not saying hurt the guy, but I'm saying there are repercussions. If you're going to rail on a guy, you're going to wail on him, you're going to knock him on the ground, then your teammates are going and should stand up for their fallen comrade, okay? And that is exactly what McLeod did and the rest of the New Jersey Devils who were on the ice. The fact he got ejected when Wood was bleeding out of his nose, and that's not an ejection, which, by the way, if you draw blood, that's an immediate 5-minute major, and you're gone, okay? Which Wood was bleeding. The fact that McLeod gets ejected is a bunch of malarkey. Nonsense. That guy shouldn't get ejected. I don't know what that was, but I leapt out of my chair and was screaming at my television when McLeod got ousted. It made 0 sense. Anyways, I think I'm done for tonight. So that's all my thoughts on this game. We will be back later on for another game. When's the next time we play? I believe we play on, what is it, Monday? Yeah, we play Monday against the Rangers, and then we play, I think, Dallas the next night on Tuesday, or we play Rangers Tuesday, and no. We play Monday, Tuesday, we play back-to-back games. So we play Rangers on Monday, so stick around for that. I will be posting another video after that. And as always, guys, have a great rest of your, evening or afternoon or morning or whatever you're watching this. Have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.